rolling? Yes, we are. Alright, hi folks, this is the Wade and Shiggy show. I am Wade, and this is Shiggy, of course, the man of the hour. Today is going to be Shiggy's own Grind Your Gear session, where basically Shiggy is going to tell you what really gets under his skin. For right now, can't really get a good shot of him playing with his little toy over there that he got his son a long time ago, but too many times ago. So Shiggy, do you got something that really just grinds your gears right now that you want to share with our fans?
I can tell you it's not grinding, it's more of a pissing contest, is what it is. Alright, listen,
And define
people.
that for everybody.
This is how it is. Okay. People, because of social media and just where have we gone as a society when let's face it, people are not who they are on Facebook, most of them. And I mean by that is people talk a certain way, act a certain way, and then you see how they are in public, and they're completely different people. They're not as brave to say what they want. You can't convey feelings in messages, text messages. You post a status, people can't sense your sarcasm, so they take things the wrong way. You try to be funny with people. You make simple observations of people, and jokes, and simple jokes and things like that, that people get so bent out of shape because of the sensitivity, and every action is taken so poorly, so poorly. I understand I'm not going to get on social media and show you my private parts, and people do that. They do it to a lot of my female friends have inboxes, and you hear it all the time. This dude mailed a picture of his junk because it's Facebook. They don't realize if you did that in person, you're going to get the same reaction, but you're either going to get smacked in the face, punched in the mouth, and that's understandable in situations like that. But simple little things that you make observations about a person's child, you don't say anything derogatory, or you make a joke, and people are so sensitive. I was a kid once, before the old age and sagging nipples, and people would straight up tell my mother, "Is he slow?" They didn't mean it to be mean. They weren't trying to, get my mother to fly off the handle. It was an observation. And she laughed about it and said, "Yeah, he's a little out there. He's my third child. I was the baby of 3 children." And nowadays, you say one little thing and people are so protective. How dare you say that about this? How dare you say that about that? I understand it's your child. I have one myself. And people make observations. My brothers do. Everybody does. It's an observation. It's not an insult. It's not a derogatory statement. It's not a coming out and just saying, "Man, your kid's a dumbass." It's not. Because if that's the case and you're straight up insulting someone's child, they have a right to punch you in the penis or anywhere they feel like it. They could choke the living crap out of you. That's fine. But an observation of, "Man, kid's a little weird, isn't he?" I tell people all the time, yes he is, because he's a chip off the old block. And I like weird. I like weird things. I like my child to be a little different. People want to call him strange, and I say he's not strange. He's himself.
He's a great kid, guys. He is a great kid.
And this isn't just my kid, but I tell people all the time, you want your kids to grow up and be productive members of society, but you want your kid to act a certain way. Yes, I want my kid to have certain things about him. I'm a mannerly person. When there's ladies around, watch the language. And to the ladies who can't stand a man opening a door for you because it makes you feel like you're weak or you're powerless, get the fuck off your high horse. Pardon my language. You're not weak. You're not powerless. It is the way I was raised. I open the doors for ladies, especially little old ladies. But you get these ladies that want to burn their bras, and I don't need a man to do nothing for me. It's called being mannerly. That's my job as a man, is to be a gentleman. Anyway, when it gets back to the kids, kids are kids. Stop being so overprotective. Stop trying to, well, my kid has to be this great member of society, because there's chances are he may not be. If you're looking for him to be your lotto ticket to a better life and he doesn't turn out that way, make another one. If you have the money to do it, make another one. Maybe they'll be the breadwinner. Maybe they'll be the lotto pick. My mom had 3. She had 2 Powerball winners, and then she had a dollar scratch off, and that would be me. Okay, but for you to want your child to be something, that's fine. But when you start taking things personal about observations and other things about your child, you're hurting your kid. Because I'm going to tell you right now, this whole participation trophy, don't want to hurt the kid's feelings. Guess what? It's going to happen. Your kid's going to fail at things. He's going to do things that don't pan out. And when you sit there and hover over this poor child and make him, oh, nothing will hurt you, little Stanley. Well, I got news for you, little Stanley. Life sucks. Get a helmet. If you can't learn to take a criticism, how are you going to make it on a job site or at a job interview where they will criticize you, they will critique you, they will ask you questions, they will tell you what you're doing wrong? And if you're one of those sheltered kids, you're going to go crying to your mother, who's not there to wipe your ass. Not there to get in your boss's face. How dare you say that about my child? Is he not keeping his quota? Well, maybe he has feelings. And maybe he's not making quota because of your insensitive attitude. No, he's not making quota because he's a lazy sack of crap. Raise your child to learn to take abuse, because it's gonna happen. It happens to all kids. I took it. The bullying in schools, people want to, put a stop to that. That's great. But there's a difference between bullying and a mild ribbing. And if your kid is so sensitive because you made him that way, he's going to come home crying every time someone cracks a joke on him. The best defense for me is an offense. I have people that make jokes about me all the time, and I join in on it and make fun of myself, simply because then they realize, well, damn, this dude's alright. Seems to have a pretty decent attitude. We're fucking with him, we're messing with him, and guess what? It's not hurting him. When you become this sensitive, you can't say anything about my little Stanley parent, you're setting your kid up for nothing. They have to have a backbone. You have to have a backbone to walk. And if your backbone is jello, you're not going to walk. You're not going to make it in life. You might as well, honestly, never been born. Because it's going to get worse. it's going to get harder for these generations coming up because of economical struggles, wars, and all this insane crap that's going on in the world. You got to prepare them for the worst. That's all you can do. Don't be a pessimist. Don't tell them, hey, don't tell them it's just going to rain every day. But when it does rain, make sure they have an umbrella. Because you can't be there to protect them all the time. Give them the tools they need to stay dry, because you can't wipe their butt all their life. It's as simple as that. It boils down to these kids nowadays. I see it all the time. It's not kids, I shouldn't say kids. It's young adults that have become so I don't even know the word to look for, to be honest with you. I don't want to say they're pansies. I don't want to say they're girls, because that's an insult to girls, and I know a lot of girls that have more backbone than men. I've got lady friends that I've seen struggle and fight with kids that they have, and deadbeat dads, people that aren't helping them out. And they put their big girl pants on. You know why? Because that's the way their parents raised them. Put your helmet on, go to war. Because that's what life is. Life is war. It's a fight. And if you don't give your kids the ammunition to fight, they're going to die. They're going to be this person that's sitting in a one-bedroom apartment, afraid to go out into the world because someone might say something that they don't like and it hurts their feelings. Sometimes you can't have feelings about things. You just put your pants on one leg at a time, hit the pavement, do what you gotta do. It's called survival of the fittest. The sick get eaten by the lions. It's in every National Geographic TV show. The lions hunt the sick. Don't be the sick. Be the lion. If you don't want to be the lion, then be the strongest in your herd and protect it, because it's going to come to a point where people are not going to be that. And you're just going to be a bunch of sick animals walking around, and you're going to get picked off one by one. Dunk, 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 dunk. It's as simple as that. When people tell me what my biggest pet peeve is, that is probably the largest pet peeve. Stop being so stinking sensitive. These people get mad over the littlest things. And it's not just, people want to blame, say, religion. The atheists are just as bad as the people who believe in religion. You don't want me to shove religion down your throat? Don't shove your lack of belief down mine. Simple as that. To each his own. Live and let live. Stop pushing your views on people, no matter what it is, whether you believe or you don't believe. And if you're proud of your kid, that's fine. You want to post 1 billion pictures of your child on Facebook, that's fine. But be prepared. Or even, if you're posting a bunch of pictures of yourself. Well, how do I look today, fellas? Are you fishing for compliments? Yeah. Because the first person that gives you an honest opinion and an honest answer, what are you going to do? Snap at them. How dare you say that about me? How dare you say this? How could you say that? Because they have a right to. And if you're posting pictures of yourself all over your Facebook page and someone doesn't like the way you look and they tell you, instead of being sensitive about it because you set yourself up for it, just let it go. Or if it bothers you that much, then say something back. Say, hey. Not, oh, hey, you hurt my feelings, you should apologize. Say, oh, you think I'm ugly? Well, guess what? The ugly train hit you just as well, Pedro. Say something back. Stand up for yourself. Don't sit there and cry about it. And if you are going to cry about it and say, well, this is my page and I can do whatever I want. Well, guess what? If you give people the room to open their mouth and say something negative towards you, you kind of set yourself up for it, right? Right. So either you let it go or you fight back, or maybe stop posting a bazillion pictures of your face. I do it sometimes, and when people give me shit, I make fun of myself. That's how I combat it, because then it doesn't give them any ground to stand on, because then they know that they haven't gotten to me. It's not bothering me. I don't care. I really don't. I'm an odd, eccentric person. That's just the way. Give me 1 second. Stay in the corner. No one
All
said
right,
you
a
could
little
come
break
out.
here.
Hold on. I'm not done. Stay in the corner. Sorry.
He's just telling the ghost to stay over there. So, all right, he's back.
Anymore.
All
He's manifested.
right, you ready?
I'm fine.
Just you okay?
The positive situation.
He's coming back, guys.
Okay, the most positive thing you can do in a negative situation is to adapt and overcome. They taught me that in the military. And if somebody gives you negativity, the worst thing you can do is just automatically want to just start throwing fists. Because you ain't doing nothing. Violence ain't going to solve the problem. Yeah, you're going to shut them up. They may think twice about calling you whatever they called you. But honestly, the best way to handle it is to join in. That's what I think. You join in. That's all you do. And then you start cracking on yourself. Because then people, they're going to sit there and think, man, this dude is cracked. Because they haven't broken you. But if you go home crying like the prom queen, running to your bedroom, putting your face in the pillow, you're doing nothing. You're letting it get to you. And then it ruins your day. It ruins your week. It ruins your life. If you let people ruin your life with these things, it's your own fault. Because remember, folks, it's not what you're called. It's what you answer to. You want to call me weird? I'm going to look at you and say, yes, I am. Thank you very much. You want to call me a dick? Guess what? I like that compliment because I'm a big one. But you know what? I don't care what you call me because I'm not going to answer to it. It's just not going to happen. It's as simple as that. Teach your kids that. Stop trying to shelter your kids from all the mean things in life. The losing. Well, my little Jimmy's not supposed to lose. So when we play sports, everybody gets a turn, and we don't keep score. Well, if he doesn't learn how to lose, how's he going to learn to win? If he's never learned how to lose, he's not going to know when he is losing. And he's not going to learn how to get better and to do better. Because he's going to go into a job interview. Well, my mom said I should get the job because I showed up. No, the winner gets the job. The person who has the qualifications, the one who hits the home run, knocks it out of the park. Not the kid who just shows up and strikes out and whiffs, throws his bat down and says, well, I want to score a run. You didn't hit the ball. So how are you going to score a run if you don't hit the ball? If you don't catch the pass, how are you going to get a touchdown? Life is not about participation only. It's winning, losing, pass, fail. You go to a job interview, it's pass, fail. It's not, oh, you get the job because you showed up and looked the part. I've looked the part for many a job interview, but if I don't have the qualifications and the skills to quote unquote hit the ball, catch the pass, knock the puck into the goal, I love hockey, knock the puck into the goal, you're not going to win. It's that simple. Teach your kids life is pass and fail. And if you don't want your kid to fail, teach him to learn to pass, to hit the ball, to hit the puck in the goal, to catch the pass. Stay over there. And
This big struggle.
Just not. This is an epidemic. Get on your Facebook page, and I challenge you to do this. Don't insult someone's children, because that's just wrong. Because then if you straight up insult my kid, you're going to get a broken neck. But make an observation. If you see a picture of their child and the child looks mad, make an observation. I did, and people blew up about it and went completely off the rails about this because I made an observation. Your child did not look happy in a picture. Wasn't an insult. Wasn't saying your kid was a bad kid, because the kids that I was saying this about, I love them like my own children. They're the most beautiful children. They are. All children are beautiful until a certain point to where you can tell that the parenting is not set in. But they're kids. You have to teach them pass or fail. And stop being so overly sensitive when someone makes an observation about your child. It's not always the parent's fault. Because I'm going to be honest with you, if I'm in Walmart and my kid is acting like a complete jackass and cannot be controlled, my hand across his ass is going to get a response. It's going to get control. That's not beating your child. Don't let people tell you, how dare you beat your child. You're not beating your child. You can spank your children. They'll survive. I did. And when I got whipped with whatever my mother could find that was within her arm distance. It could have been a box of Cheerios. If it was within her arm distance and it's all she could find, guess what? A little honey nut bee was going upside my ass, and Cheerios just became a weapon, a disciplinary object. It happens. I'm not saying beat your kids, but you can spank them. It's not going to kill them. It's not. I don't rarely ever spank my child. I mean, I rarely ever have to, because it took one time. And when he's with me by myself, he does what he's supposed to do. And I don't ask him to do a lot. You can't ask your kids to do a lot. That's another problem with schools. Dumping all this crap on kids. In first grade, they expect them to know what E equals MC squared means. It's first grade. They don't need to build you a bomb in first grade. When I was a senior in high school, I couldn't have built you a stick house in wood shop. Yet these kids are supposed to know that by the time they hit preschool. I understand you're putting too much pressure on kids, but there's also a point when you're not putting enough pressure on your child for the right things. Prepare your children for this world, because this world is not getting better. I'm not going to be one of these people that, oh, but there's hope and you got to stay positive. I'm a realist. Okay, glass half empty or half full? No, the glass is on the floor. It's broken into a million pieces. Now you got to teach your kids how to put the glass back together so it can hold the water. If you can't do that, then you've literally crippled the next generation. Because I've seen the generation that is before my child. That's not me. That was after me. And you're an exception to the rule. You know how to build the glass to hold the water. You have values most of your kids your age do not.
Oh, I love you too, Jeffrey.
Period. I've seen kids your age. You're one of the very few. My generation, I was born in 75, people. If you do the math, I'm 40 years old. I was on the tail end of Vietnam. I was on the tail end of a generation that still had that sense of morality, sense of value, sense of family. Look, another point. You look at these 16 and pregnant, there's no sense of family, because the teenage parents hate their mothers and their fathers. Never in my right mind. Well, except for my real dad. God bless you, and I do love you, Pop. You're still my Pop, even though you weren't there. But for the most part, I had a dad that raised me when I was 7, and he gave me all that, all those things, those sense of values, and how you're supposed to present yourself. And you don't have that nowadays. You have these 16-year-old kids making their 32-year-old mothers grandmothers. Nothing against that, but when your kids don't respect you, what do? There, there's no sense of value anymore. These kids don't respect their parents. I've seen these kids 16. Don't tell me how to raise my kid. It's my baby. No, you had a baby. Doesn't mean you know how to raise that baby. All you did was had a baby. Maybe if you'd listened to your mother and your father, you might not have had a baby at 15, 16 years old. Or if you did, you might know how to raise it if you'd let them teach you. And I'm not saying having a baby at 15 or 16 makes you a bad person. It doesn't. It's a mistake. And the person that helped you create that baby should be helping you raise that baby. If you kick that person out of your life, it's not his fault. If he walks out of your life, it's his fault. Okay, you can't kick him out and then say, well, he never did shit for the kid because you wouldn't let him do it. Now, if he just doesn't want to do it, then he's a dirtbag. And again, that's when you need to rely on your mom. You need to rely on your dad to help you. That's why they're your mother and your father. They're supposed to be your moral compass. And most of these kids nowadays, they see these, the MTV show, the 16, wow, biggest birthday bash, my sweet 16, that's a bunch of spoiled kids who don't get what they want, so they throw a fit to their mother and their father, and the mothers and fathers sit there and they take it. I know most of it's scripted, and it's not real. I get that, but I've seen real life situations like that, and you wouldn't have had that in my household. If you'd have looked at my mother and said, it's my sweet 16, you will have the band I want here, or I'm going to throw a fit, you'd have got your ass beat. You'd have been stuck in your room with no party, no cake, no candles, no boy band, no horsies, no car, no nothing. And in my opinion, that's the way it should be. If you're going to act like an idiot or you're going to be a self-centered, spoiled little brat, well, guess what? You're going to pay the consequences for it. Because I'm going to tell you right now, for you parents out there, if you don't raise your children right, they become the police's problem. They become John Q. taxpayers' problem. Because then we got to house the little inmate for the rest of his life at $6,000 a year, or whatever price it is to house an inmate. So instead of being the problem, be the solution. The point is, raise your children right. And by raising them right, that is teaching them moral values, teaching them to respect adults. No participation trophies. If your kid's at a game and there's no score, and they're telling you we don't keep score, maybe as a parent you should stand up to the coaches and the other teams and say, no, no, no. We're going to play the game. There's going to be points awarded. You're all going to shut up. You guys, I watched you. You scored 5 runs. You guys scored nothing. It's the 9th inning. If you don't score 5 runs, you lose. You get nothing. Don't even give them ice cream afterwards. Let them know what losing feels like. Because you know what? Ironically, they're going to be mad. They're going to say, crap, I lost. But then you know what's going to happen? They're going to want to win the next time. And if you have a good enough coach, he's going to tell them, we lost last time and that didn't feel good, did it? No, it didn't feel good, coach. Well, little Jimmy, you going to hit the ball today? I'm going to knock it out of the park. Why? Because I want to win. It's as simple as that, people. It's about winning and losing. Life is about winning and losing. You can win or you can lose. There's no gray area. There's no I get something for participating, because you get nothing. You're either a winner or you're a loser. And I wasn't the winner, and I'm not a loser. I'm getting towards the winning side, but I have friends that are winners. You know why? Because they were taught to be winners. They were taught if you have a dream, you follow it and you do it. Period. You don't have a job to fall back onto. You don't, well, maybe I'll do it, but I don't do it. If you want to be an astronaut and people tell you you can't because you can't keep a 2-point grade point average and you're not smart, get smarter. Do whatever you got to do to be an astronaut. If you want to be an actor, but you have stage fright, overcome it. Become an actor. Become a singer. If you're playing in clubs all your life and you're in a band, if you can make a decent, substantial amount of money doing it, who cares if you get super popular? If it's what you want to do with your life, do it. It's what you got to teach your kids. Don't settle. Don't tell your kids to settle. There's no participation trophies. It's win or lose, pass or fail. It's a simple process. It's all about teaching your kids to have a backbone, but you can't do that if you don't have a backbone yourself. Don't be the Mort Goldman and flail your
We
arms.
can't mention TV shows and stuff, so I hope you know that.
Oh, well, that's okay. Fine, put it this way. Don't be a wuss. Don't be a wimp. Don't
Plus,
be...
we kind of need to hurry this up. This is going a little bit too long.
That's fine. Pass or fail, folks. Pass or fail. Even the ghost back here tells you pass or fail. He agrees with me. He won't shut up because he keeps talking. You can't hear him, but I hear him. He's talking.
Yeah, we definitely can hear him back there, ladies and gentlemen. He is definitely making an appearance.
He makes noises.
I don't know if you
all
guys
the
can
time.
hear him or not, but it's just like weird, eerie noises that just are like really random.
He does make other noises when I'm sleeping, and he tells me that he's a very beautiful woman.
Don't worry, folks. You won't be
But
doing the
it's not.
Shiggy tonight. Just so you know.
It's pass or fail, kids. Pass or fail. Simple as that.
He doesn't even know what it is. So
If your goal in life is to touch your nipples on a video camera, if you can make money doing it, do it. Whatever you got to do to survive. As long as you're not selling drugs and breaking laws, you'll be okay. But don't settle and get a backbone. And to those parents that are mad when people make observations about their kids, it's not a big deal. It's an observation. That's all it is. Your kid's not going to die from it. And if he does, well then that's on you because you raised a wuss. Don't be so sensitive. Get a helmet. I got mine.
Yep, he's got his. Alright, we're going to wrap this up here. Tomorrow is going to be cooking with Shiggy. We're going to do that in the morning because we're both dumbasses and we don't know why we're working. But anyways, cooking with Shiggy. Well, he's not doing the Shiggy like you guys want him to, but that's okay. Cooking with Shiggy will be tomorrow, and oh my god, just don't. Cooking with Shiggy will be during the day. We are going to do a different 2 videos tomorrow because we don't work. So expect 2 videos tomorrow. It's not
I'm
going to
Deadpool.
Folks, he just put
What?
He just put briefs on it. He just put briefs on his head, ladies and gentlemen.
Deadpool, see? Isn't that what Deadpool looks like? Or it could be something out of a horror movie.
Shout out to Deadpool. Guys, go watch that movie when it comes out in theaters, because
That'd be more like this. This is my no horror movie. I'm going to go around with underwear on my head and I'm going to stalk people. I'm going to stand outside their house and just stand by their tree with underwear on my head. I'm not going to attack them, say anything. I'm just going to move to different parts of their houses and really just creep people out.
folks, he's not joking either. He's gonna do this to my house.
You might
Thanks to
see
you
me
people.
outside of your house.
I hope you all appreciate this, because I'm gonna be the victim out of all this.
No, you won't.
He says that, but
Dude, I've stood inside your house, watched you sleep with underwear on my head. You're rather boring.
great. Well, folks, we are gonna end this here before this gets any more creepy. So, leave a like below, comment,
It's silly.
leave a like below, comment with anything you guys want to talk about. If you guys want to interact with Shiggy or myself, leave a comment below for us. We love it.
Oh my god, it's like one of those action movies where the guy puts the mask on. Murdoch, I'm coming for you.
I told you we can't mention movies, but
Could you imagine if, like, whatever, mention movies. Could you imagine if the dude, that was his gimmick, he put his underwear on top of his head, and he'd grab it like this, and he'd position it perfectly to fit over his eyes, and it'd be like, it would suction to his face. And
folks, watch now. Next year's Halloween.
Dude, this would be
Spoiler.
a great Halloween. Dude, I could put this over my head and, like, have curly hairs sticking out of it.
Dude, that'd be messed up.
Oh, it would be so cool. They'd be like, what are you for Halloween? Someone's balls sticking out of their underwear. That's what I am for Halloween this year, Mrs. Wilson. I'm a set of balls in someone's underwear.
Okay, before this gets any more weird, leave a like below. Please comment. We love to interact with you guys. I mean, I've gotten a couple emails today from a couple fans. They love this guy more to death, to be honest with you. It's freaking hilarious. But if you want to interact with us, just interact. Comment below. I will always interact with you guys.
Jock strap, short and stout. Here is my hand.
Dude,
Oh,
you better be
here is
quiet.
my
You're going to
snout.
wake your kid up.
No, that's okay. He's sleeping.
You're going to have to deal with that tomorrow morning.
Boys are from Mars. Girls are from Venus.
No, you
I've got a
can't
yum
sing that
yum,
song.
you've
You
got
can't.
a penis.
Shh. You can't sing that song, dude.
Why not?
That's copyright.
No, it's not.
Yes,
copyright.
it is. I ain't taking a copyright strike from
That's
you.
not copyright. It's a song that everybody
Yes.
sings. It's a chant.
You can't do that, though. All right. Before this gets more weird, leave a like below. Please comment. Comment with anything you guys
It's
want.
better than a song.
I'm going to-
It's like certain bands.
I'm going
did.
to. I will interact with anybody who comments. I will promise you guys that, because I love to hear you guys' reactions about us. I mean, what I saw from him was just awesome.
You know what this is? Check it out. It's a jack-off-o lantern.
Anyways, please subscribe for more content. I mean, if you guys stayed with us for this long, you guys must be true pioneers. I mean, really. I mean, listening. I mean, this is a strong message for all you guys out there. Because me personally, this message means a lot to me too. Because it's basically the same microscopic that I'm thinking. So please leave a like below, comment. What are you doing?
It's my designer bag. This is how I go out in town.
Is that your satchel?
No, this is my purse.
Your man purse?
Nope, this is a purse. See, I've got many purses.
See, folks, he's even got a purse too.
I've got 2 purses.
You know this is more fun if you guys subscribe, because we just keep doing this every day.
Purses because then I can shoplift.
Exactly. So please subscribe for more content. Comment below. We love to interact with you guys, and like this video, please. Okay. Oh, and shout out to Jerome Bettis, because he is repping the Bettis jersey. Shout out to the Steelers. Love you guys with all to death.
Video. He's gonna say, "That guy looks like me," and be like, "Jerome, I am you." I'm the sixth
Shout out to the
rushing
Steelers.
all-time
We
leader.
love the Steelers to death. Browns fans, I'm sorry. But, yeah, we're Steelers fans. So, please
That's
leave
how
a
I
like
play
below,
football. I carry
comment
purse.
with anything you guys want to talk about. I will reply to all comments. I promise you
Isn't how
that.
girls play football on the
And
football field? They carry a purse
Please
and
subscribe.
people.
In order to see this guy more often who's running around with his purse, subscribe for more. He's got a lot more than that waiting for you guys.
It's a new day.
See what I
How
mean?
football women do it?
So
They
just
carry
please-
purses and smack people on the football field and beat them with the purse while they're running with the football.
This guy just comes up with this stuff right off the top of his head too. That's the best part about all this. So please subscribe to see more of this guy right here. Because he's the entertainment. I'm obviously just here for recording purposes. I love you all to death and stay classy.
That's funny.